Hi, welcome back to another SmartDrone how-to video. I'm Michael Ash, and today I'm going to be showing you how to import our points into Carlson. Now the key thing is here, these points are simple XYZ files that are very similar to what would come out of your collector tablet, either in NEZ or ENZ format. Ours are in ENZ or XYZ. And you may have better ways to do this or ways that you're already used to, etc. And those will work just fine. The purpose of this video is just to take someone that's unfamiliar with how to get an XYZ file into Carlson and show them how to do that. So we're going to go here to New Drawing. We'll click Next. I'm just going to use this template here. And this should bring us to this screen. We're using a free demo, as you can see. We'll come over here. We're going to get a new name. So we're just going to enter like demo for our name. Click Save. Yes, I want to replace it. We'll go with English. That scale is fine. Don't need a projection. We'll hit Next. We'll do a new file, and we want it from a text. Click Next. Yes, we want to replace it. So we're going to select our file here. So this is just going to be wherever you store your files. Me personally, I just put this one on the desktop. We're going to go into our SD mission file of the time you want, and then we'll click Finished. And this is going to be the folder that pops up after you've processed your files. It's going to pop up with this folder, and it's going to have all both your ground points files and your process result file. Now we're going to be using a 25 foot today, but if you had selected 5 foot or 10 foot or any other grid size, whenever you processed your files, that would pop up here instead of the 25 foot. So we'll click Open. And we're in an XYZ format, like I've said. And so that's your X or your easting, your Y or your northing, and then your Z or your elevation. And this fourth field over here is just a scalar field. We just ignore it for this step. That's just the time the shot was taken. That we want to draw and locate the points so we can see them, and we'll hit OK. Alright, it's reading in 3,192 points. And we'll click Next. And we're just going to draw them all. Alright, now we wait for it to load in. Now, the key reason, if you've ever hired out LiDAR before, a lot of times you get like an LAS file or a surface file, but it includes all the trees and branches and stuff like that, right? And so what our software engineers have done over here at SmartDrone is make a processor that automatically takes all of this messy point cloud full of trees and branches and leaves and tall grass and stuff, and they're able to give you ground points by using statistical math and everything. And so that's how we get files like this, where we get the ground point at each one of these 25 foot grids, which is really useful. And what we've seen is that this method of doing it fits into the surveyors and the civil engineers method of using, ENZ files or XYZ files to build surfaces. And so now we're going to go ahead and build a contour range. The way we can do this is go over here to Surface. We'll click Triangulate Contour, and it's going to ask what we want. We say we want 1 foot intervals, and there's lots of other things you can do here, lots of things that I don't know how to do here. But like I said, we're just showing you how to do this stuff in case you're not familiar with working with an ENC or an XYZ file. We'll click OK. And then if I just select this entire area and right click on it, now we built ourselves some contours. So we can see we got about a foot, a difference every single one of these. We can look through and see, kind of how they lined this stuff up. Like this 434 is this contour line. And then we see I have a 433.909 like right next to it. So that makes good sense. And of course it built these contours off these points. You've got a lake right here. You can see, with the bank that comes down to it and everything. Kind of see there's like a creek and a low spot running through right there. So it's cool, you can build this stuff super easily. And the key is you can treat these files just like you treat any other file like out of a collector. And so in one sense, this video is a little bit redundant, but we want to show you how easy it is to use our points and how you don't have to change your workflow because you're using a drone now, and how you post-process and how you use the data. The only thing that changes is how quickly you can get the data. and how much data you can get. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new and that you're able to use our product to the best of its capability.